1944. The skies over Europe are battlegrounds of speed, firepower, and engineering. But one question remains: who built the fastest fighter of World War II?
Many assume it's the German Me-262 jet. But speed isn't just about engines, it's about clean design, power to weight, and pilot skill. Fast, but not the...
To find the true king, we must look beyond myths and at verified level. Flight top speeds under combat conditions. Test sheets from the RAF, the U.S. Army Air Forces, and the Luftwaffe tell the story.
Let's start with the British Hope, the Supermarine Spitfire Mk.XIV. Griffin engine, 2,375 horsepower. Top speed, 448 miles an hour.
It was fast, yes, but outpaced by its American rival, the North American P-51 Mustang. Merlin engine, 1,720 horsepower. Top speed, 437 miles an hour.
Original Germany's best piston fighter, the Focke-Wulf FW190D9, the Dora, powered by the BMW 801 radial, 426 miles per hour. Agile, yet not the fast.
The Soviet Yak-3. Light, deadly, but only 407 miles per hour. Speed wasn't its strength. Turns like a dream, flies like a bullet, just not.
Then there's the jet. Messerschmitt Mies Y62, two Junkers Jumo jets, 540 miles an hour in level flight. Revolutionary, but flawed. At low speed.
But wait, Britain had its own jet, the Gloucester Meteor F1. Two Rolls-Royce Welland engines, 410 miles per hour, slower than the Me-262. Good, but not great.
So is the Me-262 the winner? Not so fast, because one aircraft, often forgotten, flew faster in standard combat configuration.
The Republic P-47M Thunderbolt. Not the Jug of 1943, but a 1944 interceptor built for one mission: kill the Me-262. This isn't.
Wings reduced drag, water injection gave explosive power, and it was fully armed, 8.50 cals. Built for speed and kill.
In August 1944, U.S. Army Air Force's test pilots flew the P-47M at 470 miles per hour at 32,000 feet.
Faster than any Allied piston fighter.
But Germany had one last contender, the Dornier Do 335. File, a twin-engine push-pull monster. Its propellers spun in perfect harmony, one pulling
520 miles per hour in testing. But it never saw combat in numbers. Only 37 built, too complex, too late. Brilliant, but impractical.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the P-47M entered service in December 1944. 370 miles per hour at sea level, 470 at altitude.
Pilots reported overtaking Me-262s in dives and matching them in level flight during high-speed passes.
He's gaining! How?
Keep it steady, just a little closer.
But the true speed king wasn't American or German. It was British, and it flew faster than all of them.
You haven't seen the real champion.
The Hawker Tempest Mark V was fast, but its successor, the Hawker Fury and Sea Fury prototype, hit 473 miles an hour in 1944, powered by the brutal Bristol Centaurus.
But it wasn't combat, ready by war's end. So we must stick to aircraft that fought in World War II. Too late for the fight.
Formation, and its engines lasted only 10 to 25 hours before failing. Not a sustainable fighter.
Another one down.
Now consider the North American XP-82 Twin Mustang. 2 fuselages, 1 wing. 470 miles per hour in 1945. Incredible, but post.
So among combat-proven, mass-produced fighters that saw action before September 1945, the Me-262 is fastest at 540 miles per hour. Undeniable.
But wait, what about dive speed? The rocket-powered Messerschmitt Me 163 Komet hit 620 miles an hour in a dive. However, it couldn't sustain level flight at that speed, and it had 7 minutes of fuel. Not a true fighter. Gliding target.
So for sustained, level, flight speed in combat conditions, the Me-262 stands alone. The jet wins.
But speed alone doesn't win wars. The P-51D had range. The Spitfire had agility. The P-47 had toughness. War isn't a drag race.
Me-262 was fast, Germany's first jet fighter, but it arrived too late, with too few pilots and too little fuel. Empty drums litter the airfields, engines silent, dreams of turning the war of...
Meanwhile, the P-47M, though slower, shot down 16 Me-262s. Speed met opportunity.
We caught him!
The real king of speed? The Me-262. The real king of combat? That's a different story. Context matters.
Yep, let's verify with data. At 20,000 feet, U.S. Army Air Force's tests in 1945 recorded the Me-262A1A at 540 miles per hour.
Even captured Me-262s tested at Wright Field confirmed 540 miles per hour was achievable in level flight.
She's a rocket.
So why the confusion? Because many forget. Jets redefined speed in 1944. The jet age began in war.
The Me-262 wasn't perfect, but it was the future, and the fastest fighter to see combat in World War II. The bridge to tomorrow.
Without it, the Cold War jet race might have looked very different. Over Korea, the Soviet MiG-15 and America's F-86 Sabre dueled, each owing its sleek form to the trailblazing Me-263.
So crown the king, the Messerschmitt Me-262, World War II's fastest fighter aircraft.
But honor the challengers. The P-47M, the Spitfire 14, the Do 335, all push the limits of piston engineering.
Respect to the giant.
In the end, speed is just one weapon. Victory goes to the aircraft that combines speed, firepower, range, and reliability. War is won by systems, not speed alone.
Me-262 showed what was possible.
The Allies showed how to win with what you have.
We finished the job.
So remember the Me-262, not just as the fastest, but as a warning. Innovation without production is just a prototype. They had the idea, but not the means.
While America built 15,000 P-47s, Germany built just 1,400 Me-262s. Speed needs numbers to matter. Quantity has a quality all its own.
The true lesson of World War II air combat? The best fighter is the one that's there, working with a trained pilot.
Let's go to work.
So yes, the Me-262 was the king of speed. But kings don't always win wars. Heroes fly home.
Its speed was unmatched, its impact limited. A tragic genius of engineering. What might have been.
Today, the Me-262 is honored not just for speed, but for daring to leap into the jet age while the world still flew props. We stand on their wings.
262. So the answer is clear. The Messerschmitt Me-262 was World War II's fastest fighter aircraft. Official, verified, undisputed, top speed, 500.
But the story doesn't end there, because in 1945, speed became the new standard, and the jet age began in earnest. Day after day, two pioneers dueled in the sky, Britain's Gloucester Meteor and America's.
The P-47M, Spitfire 14, and Mustang held the line with props. The Me-262 showed the way forward. From air to fire.
So honor the fastest. But never forget, war is won by the many, not the few. Together, we prevailed.
Of the Me-262 was a comet, brilliant, brief, and blazing. The Allied fighters were the sun, steady, enduring, victorious. Light returns.
So who was the king of speed? The Messerschmitt Me-262. Who won the war? Those who flew farther, fought longer, and never quit. Speed fades, courage remains.
In the end, the sky remembers them all. Not for how fast they flew, but for what they flew for.